Now it comes on conventional signs and symbols. So what are conventional signs and symbols? Signs and symbols that are used on a map to show the different features in great detail. Okay, so it is difficult to show the features because of the limited space to represent on a map. So because the map have limited space, so it is very difficult to show the different things. So show all the things on a small piece of paper, they use symbols. So these symbols are known as conventional signs, you can say, or symbols. So these symbols are better to understand with the help of a legend or a keys. Okay, so you can say these symbols have legends also, and then the keys also, due to which you know what are these for. Okay, so like these lines, they show they show international boundaries. These lines show state boundaries, and these lines show district boundaries. So if you see two lines together, they show metal road, and if you see two dotted lines together, they show unmetalled road. Okay, so these different sign shows these different signs show different types of legends. Okay, like you can see here also about the different buildings. You can say forts, temples, church, and mosque. Okay, and even grasses, and then forest area, and then post office. And post office uses this sign PO, telephone office use TO, and police station use PS. Okay, so now comes to the next page that it says legends. So legends are the signs. Legends are the keys. You can say key of a map by through which we can understand what our symbol stands for and why these symbols and signs are used. Okay, then comes lines of latitude. Lines of latitude represent imaginary line that measure the map location north to south on the equator. So lines of latitude, they basically show they are the imaginary lines, and they show the locations on the map. So these show that the area is where does the area belong, to the north side or to the south side. Okay, then comes the longitude. Longitude also represent that the area about the area that it belongs to east or west. Then comes the next tool, that is sketch. A sketch is a rough drawing often used to give the direction or place of places. These indicates the route, including landmarks and the name of the street of with the help located places easily. Such drawing is called a sketch. Okay, so these are sketch is a small drawing that shows different drawings with and different routes and landmarks and the name of the street which are drawn on a small piece of paper, and it so due to which we can locate the places or the landmarks easily. You have even seen these types of features on a buildings like hospitals, and like even in zoos you have seen the sketch maps that due to which the landmarks are easy to find. Okay, so after that comes a plan. Okay, a plan is accurate detail of a small area like classroom, office, building, interior of a house. Must be plan have a scale and should show all the features on a scale. A plan always drawn on a large scale. It shows the extensive detail. Okay, so a plan is basically a drawing that shows about a base about a like you can say about classroom, office, building, and interior of something. Okay, so if we see this is drawn on a large scale. Okay, so large scale, this is shown in a large scale. You can say a large scale means this shows a great details. So you can say a plan of a school building, like if you have a playground, then you have office, library, and you can see this path here. Again, you can see this path that connect all these things. Then this part will be containing the classrooms, gyms, canteen, and tennis court. So this is showing a plan of a school. Okay, after that comes geographical features through diagrams. So you can say geographical features through diagrams. A geographical feature on the earth's surface can be shown through diagrams. A diagram is a simple drawing lines used. Let us see how different features of a mountain are shown. Okay, so you can see these are the simple lines that show the geographical feature. A stream of line which flows is definitely channeled from a high ground to a lower ground is known as a river. It flows into a sea, a lake, and an ocean. Okay, river has three major stages. These point of it are called origin, and it is also called the source. So you can say you can see about a rivers. So you can say this is basically the origin of a river. Then you can see the small rivers that comes out from it. These are known as tributaries. The again then comes the main rivers. Okay, then after the main rivers, it is divided into different directions, so it is known as a delta. So this is, you can see, you see, this is a course of a river from the river source, tributaries, main river, okay, meander, and then like distributary, like different deltas. So this is, you can say, a course of a river. So after that comes waterfall, and same for the waterfalls also, and the tributaries also, and its tributaries also. So like all this all this we have already read and we have seen on here also. So after that comes mountains fall mountains. When two tectonic plates move towards each other, and layer of the locks on them, they are compressed from both sides, and they folded to form fold mountains. Okay, so when the two tectonic plates move move towards each other, so towards means to each other, so they form a fold. Then these folds are known as you can say these folds are known as mountain folds. Okay, so while downwards folds are called, you can say, while downward folds synclines. Okay, so I guess then comes block mountains. Block mountains are, like, you can say, block mountains are formed when the large areas of blocks of earth are broken, and when the large areas are broken or blocks of the earth are broken and displaced vertically along the cracks. Okay, so when the large areas are broken and they are displaced vertically on the cracks, so it occurs to the earth crust. The upliftment of a block is called a block mountain, while the lower block is called a rift valley. Okay, so when a block is displaced vertically on a crack, and it is like and the surface of the earth is uplifted, so the upper part is known as a mountain, and the lower block is known as rift valley. You can see a syncline here. Okay, so with this, I guess your chapter is finished. So you can do the exercises on the copies, and I'll be giving you the answers also. So hope you enjoyed the class and you learned something. Thank you for joining me.